We now are in an official Trump stock market fiasco, one of the worst starts in modern history to any presidential term. This term opened with an S&P 500 stock market decline of nearly 6.5% in the first 50 trading days of Donald Trump's second term. Only two presidents had worse openings, Nixon and George W. Bush back in 2001. Compare that to Obama's plus 5.7%, Clinton's plus 4%, JFK's plus 9%. But with Trump, we have nearly set yet another new low. And the important thing is not to blame generic global uncertainty or the Fed or whatever. This is policy driven. This tariff blitz from Trump is what is scaring investors. The floated tariffs, the enacted tariffs, the uncertainty of whether they will be paused or not, all of this that's going on is hitting the American economy, and it is hitting other economies as well. And what we're seeing from other countries, China, Canada, EU member nations, they have very quickly slapped together these counter tariffs on American goods because, of course, they're not going to sit there and do nothing. The framing here has been, for MAGA, Trump is strong. Trump has the strength to do what it takes or something like that. But it's just not true. Trump isn't just bad for business. He's great for China in doing this, because consider the geopolitical sort of impact of this. While Trump is out here lighting America's trade relationships on fire, China's moving in. China's shaking hands and signing deals. They're doing what we used to do, what USAID and diplomacy and decades of soft power were able to build. Trump evaporated that, just vanished. And now he hands an opportunity to China, sort of on a silver platter, the silver platter he grew up eating off of. And Kamala Harris warned us about this. Hillary Clinton warned us about this. To a degree, this was all extraordinarily predictable. Trump finally kind of excelling at something, which is creating a wild amount of economic instability. No scripted boardroom or reality show editing to help him look good here, just real world consequences. And remember what Kamala Harris said during her debate with Donald Trump just months ago.
Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
Not only was Harris's warning extraordinarily prescient and salient, but she's also, she came across one of the very same ideas that I was workshopping a couple of weeks ago on the show with Congressman Jamie Raskin, which is they have nothing for you. They just have nothing for you to offer here. And we are seeing that right now. And sadly, you look at stock charts post-Liberation Day and they're very, very ugly. What seems to be happening, and Trump is precipitating, and this is not good for the United States, is that many other countries are liberating themselves from the United States. And whether that's the dollar, whether that's import-export, or whether that's socio-culturally, none of this is good for the United States. After researching, writing, refining, The Echo Machine, my book, is finally out. This is not just a book about how American politics got so broken. It's also about what's happening right now and what we can still do to stop things from getting worse. Trump's been back in power. The results have been even more catastrophic than many feared, with targeting of political opponents and gutting democratic institutions, laying the groundwork to even further consolidate power. But the thing is that none of this is inevitable. The same forces that brought us here can be countered if we understand how they work and what to do about them. And that's what the echo machine is all about. Some say that without corporate media backing, books like this can't succeed. I think we can prove them wrong. You can get the Echo Machine right now at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, or by calling any local bookstore and asking them to order it. This book is more important than ever. If you care about what happens next, and I do, check out the Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo.